Ladies and gentlemen, dear beach handball fans, good morning and welcome to Vienna. We're coming to you live from the European Handball House, the headquarters of the European Handball Federation. Welcome once again to the start of the draw for the events that will happen this summer in Alanya in Turkey, the EHF YAC17 Beach Handball Euro and the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025. Youngsters will first step onto the sandy courts from 3rd to 6th of July, and then the second competition will follow from the 8th to 13th of July. The big question is still open for all the teams, and that is who will they play in the preliminary round, and they will find the answers today as the draw will set the groups. Before we start with the draw, I would like to invite the chairwoman of the EHF Beach Handball Commission and the EHF exec member, Gabriela Horvat, to heartily welcome you with her words.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear beach handball friends, heartily welcome to the Beach Handball Euro draw event, where we will find out the fate of no less than 68 teams. The draw event is always an exciting moment. It is exciting for the teams who will find out their learn their group opponents, but it's also exciting for the fans, the families, also the European Handball Federation, and also the local organizer, who will be this time the Turkish Handball Federation. We will return to Alanya after a quarter of century. And with this draw event, the final phase of the preparation will kick off forward the Euro. I'm positive that all the teams will prepare hard to make their mark on the tournament. And also the OC with the European Handball Federation will work hard together to deliver yet another memorable and great event. This young sport, beach handball, has come really far in a short period, and Alanya, as one of the pioneer hosts of the previous Euros, can now witness the progress not only in the game but also on the services and infrastructures around the game. The past Euro in Nazaré was a real milestone, and I'm sure that together with the Turkish organizing committee, we will also do a great milestone event on the Turkish coast. So I can only encourage the fans, the families, as well as all the people in Alanya to come and be part of this great event. And let beach handball and all the players do the magic and enchant you.
Thank you, Mrs. Horvat. We're also pleased to welcome the Vice President of the Turkish Handball Federation, Mr. Kenan Gökmen, who is here with us at today's draw. So I would like to invite Mr. Gökmen to welcome you with his words.
Dear handball friends, welcome to the Beach Handball Euro 2025 draw event. We as a country, nice beaches and sun. We are glad to welcome all of you to the Euro Beach Handball tournament to be held this summer in Alanya. I wish all participants great success and looking forward, welcoming all of to my beautiful country. I wish best wishes.
Thank you, Mr. Gökmen. We are also very much looking forward to the start of the event this summer in Alanya. So before we start with the draw, let's have a quick reminder and see how did it all look like 2 years ago at the last EHF Beach Handball Euro 2023 when it took place in Nazaré in Portugal, and see what we can expect when the best national teams gather this summer in Alanya. From the last event, and you can be sure Alanya will also heat up the sand and bring some thrilling matches, a best of European beach handball. So let's not wait any longer. Let's start with the draw. We will first do the EHF YAC17 beach handball Euro competition, and we will start in the women's and then men's will follow. So let's see which are the teams that qualified for the first event for the Women's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025. We should now see the teams that have qualified and the pots that have in which they have been placed. So as you see, 18 registered teams were divided into 6 spots based on the EHF Beach Handball Nations ranking, and taking into consideration the national team results of the last 3 years and rankings at the European Beach Handball Championship, both senior and YAC. Moreover, a quick information here that will also be explained later, that the host country, Turkey, will have a free choice of its preliminary round group within its performance row that it's drawn last. So in pot 1 we have Germany, Spain and Norway. Pot 2 consists of Croatia, Hungary and Poland. Then in pot 3, France, Sweden and Ukraine have been placed. pot 4 with Bulgaria, Czechia, and Romania, and pot 6 with Italy, Slovakia, Turkey, and pot 5 and pot 6 with Lithuania, Serbia, and Switzerland. We'll start the draw with pot 6, and we will then continue with pots 4, 3, 2, 1, and finally pot 5 with the host Turkey. You will of course get all the important information along the way, so I believe we can begin the draw, and therefore I am pleased to invite once again the chairwoman of the EHF Beach Handball Commission and the EHF exec member Gabriela Horvat, the Turkish Handball Federation Vice President Kenan Gökmen, and the EHF Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser to start with the draw procedure. Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Anna. I think a lot of information was given and provided and offered via our various informations. Although explanation here, you have the teams, you heard about the pots. You can see here on the podium, we are basically ready. You can see the teams. They will always be in the red balls in all the way for the different draws, and the groups afterwards are in the blue balls. We will always start by taking a team and afterwards find out in which group this particular team is going. As we just heard, we start with pot number 6, where we have Lithuania, Serbia, and Switzerland. So I think with this, we are ready to take the first ball. So, the first of many teams in this draw is Switzerland. And now we will find out the group for Switzerland. And it is Group A, so Switzerland goes to row 6 in Group A. The second team is Lithuania. Lithuania goes to Group C. So row 6, Group C for Lithuania. Remaining team, Serbia. Serbia goes to Group B. And we already concluded the first pot.
As Markus said, the first step has been done. 3 teams already know their destiny. So Switzerland will play in Group A and is waiting for the other 5 opponents. Serbia will play in Group B. And finally, Lithuania will play in Group C. We will now, as we mentioned at the beginning, skip the pot 5 and continue with the teams from pot 4, which are Bulgaria, Czechia, and Romania. So I believe we can now continue with the draw.
So remember, this is pot 4. And the first team there is Bulgaria. Bulgaria goes to Group B. Next up is Romania. Romania goes to Group C. There's one team left, which is Czechia. And Czechia goes to Group A. And that concludes port number 4.
Yes, so Czechia will play in Group A with Switzerland. Bulgaria will meet Serbia, and the 4 other teams that will be drawn into Group B. And finally, Romania and Lithuania are the first 2 teams in Group C, with others to come. Next up, we can continue with the draw of pot number 3, where we have France, Sweden, and Ukraine. So, Markus, I leave the floor once again to you.
So the first team here is the Ukraine. And the Ukraine goes to Group A in row number 3. The next team is Sweden. Sweden goes to Group B. And to conclude pot number 3, it is France. France goes to Group C. Which concludes port number 3.
We are halfway there, so 3 teams in each group are already known. Ukraine, Czechia, and Switzerland will play in Group A. Sweden, Bulgaria, and Serbia will meet in Group B. And France, Romania, and Lithuania are the 3 teams placed in Group C. We can continue with the pot number 2, where we have Croatia, Hungary, and Poland. So let's see in which groups will those teams play.
This pot is open with the team of Poland. Poland takes position 2 in Group A. Next is Croatia. Croatia goes to Group B. And we have Hungary. Hungary goes to Group C. And that was pot number 2.
So Poland joined Ukraine, Czechia and Switzerland in Group A. Croatia will play with Sweden, Bulgaria and Serbia in Group B. And finally Hungary, together with France, Romania and Lithuania, is part of Group C. Let's continue with the teams from pot 1. So Germany, Spain and Norway. In just a couple of seconds we'll find out their opponents.
The first team here is Germany. Germany takes top position in Group B. Spain. Spain goes to Group A. And the last team here is Norway. And the only open position for Norway is Group C.
And with this, all 3 groups are almost completed. So we know that in Group A will play Spain, Poland, Ukraine, Czechia and Switzerland. In Group B, teams that have been drawn are Germany, Croatia, Sweden, Bulgaria and Serbia. While in Group C, Norway, Hungary, France, Romania and Lithuania will meet. We will now continue with the teams with the draw from pot 5. As I mentioned also at the beginning, Turkey as a host country has the right to choose the group on the same row, of course, of the pot 5. So I believe we now already have the final confirmation, the final decision from Turkish Handball Federation, and they decided to play in Group A. In Group A, which is also already placed with Spain, Poland, Ukraine, Czechia, Switzerland and now Turkey. And we can now finish the draw with the remaining 2 teams in pot 5, Italy and Slovakia.
So since Turkey has chosen to be set in Group A. Logically, we have only 2 teams left and only Group B and Group C available. So we are simply now drawing the remaining 2 teams of pot number 5 to the remaining 2 open positions. So this is Slovakia. Slovakia goes to Group B. The very last team of this competition is Italy. And there is only one position left, which is row number 5, Group C for Italy. And with this, we have concluded this draw for this competition.
Has been concluded, and we can have a final look at the table. So Group A with Spain, Poland, Ukraine, Czechia, Turkey and Switzerland. In Group B will play Germany, Croatia, Sweden, Bulgaria, Slovakia and Serbia, while in Group C the draw decided to have Norway, Hungary, France, Romania, Italy and Lithuania. We will now start right away with the second draw, the one for the YAC17 competition, but in the men's competition. And the same procedure as in the women's will be followed. So I suggest we don't waste any time and have a look right away at the 18 teams that have qualified for the EHF YAC17 Beach Handball Euro 2025. So in pot 1, Croatia, Spain and Hungary have been placed. Pot 2 with Germany, Norway and Sweden. Pot 3 consists of France, Poland, Ukraine, and finally pot 4, 5 and 6 with Czechia, Netherlands and Romania in pot 4, Bulgaria, Italy and Switzerland in pot 5, and Lithuania, Serbia and Turkey in pot 6. The 18 registered teams were also divided into pots based on the EHF Beach Handball Nations ranking, and taking into consideration the national team results of the last 3 years and rankings at the European Beach Handball Championship, both senior and YAC. When it comes to host country and choosing the group, same rule will apply as earlier, or maybe if you have just joined us, the host country, Turkey in this case, will have the free choice of choosing the preliminary round the group, but we will follow you every step of the way. So let's start with the draw. We will start from pot 5 and then continue with the pot 4, 3, 2, 1 and finally pot 6 will be drawn. Markus, I leave the floor to you once again.
Thank you very much. And the procedure in this competition is exactly the same as we did for the women's EHF YAC17 Beach Handball Euro. It's the same for the men's. We have the teams in the red balls and the groups in the blue balls. We always take a red first and then a blue. And I think we just do it in the same way as before. And the first one here, which I think is the same as we had before, Switzerland, the first team. Switzerland goes to Group A, in this case row number 5. Switzerland is followed by Italy. And the draw decided that Italy goes to Group B. To close row number 5, it's the team of Bulgaria. Bulgaria goes to Group C. And that concludes pot number 5.
Thank you, Marcus, very much. So the first step has also been made in the YAC17 draw in the men's competition. So Switzerland will play in Group A. Italy is in Group B and waiting for other 5 opponents. And Bulgaria will play in Group C. We will now continue the draw with teams from pot 4. Which are Czechia, Netherlands, and Romania.
And the first team here is the Netherlands. The group for the Netherlands is Group B. We continue with Czechia. Czechia goes to Group C. And last remaining team here is Romania. And Romania goes to Group A.
We are one step closer to completing the groups. So we now know that Romania will play in Group A with Switzerland. Netherlands will face Italy in Group B, while Czechia and Bulgaria are waiting for the other 4 teams in Group C. We can continue again with the draw of pot number 3, and the teams in pot number 3 are France, Poland, and Ukraine.
And we start this row, this pot, with France. France is drawn to Group A. The next team is Poland. And for Poland, it is Group C. And to conclude, it's the Ukraine. And the Ukraine goes to Group B.
So we now have 3 teams in each of the groups. France, Romania and Switzerland for now make Group A. Ukraine, Netherlands and Italy are placed in Group B, while Poland, Czechia and Bulgaria will face in Group C. In pot 2, that will be drawn in just a couple of moments, Germany, Norway and Sweden have been placed. So let's find out in which of the groups will they play.
Norway opens pot number 2. And Norway takes Group A. The next team is Sweden. Sweden goes to Group C. And then finally for this pot, it is Germany. Germany goes to Group B.
And we almost have a clear picture how will the groups look like once the competition begins. So Norway, France, Romania and Switzerland are waiting for 2 more teams in Group A. Germany, Ukraine, Netherlands and Italy will play in Group B. And Sweden, Poland, Czechia and Bulgaria will meet in Group C. Let's start right away with teams from pot number 1 and see in which group will they play. So Croatia, Spain and Hungary.
And here it is Hungary. Hungary goes to the top position in Group C. Next up is Spain. And the team of Spain will play in Group A. And to finish here, it is Croatia. Croatia goes to Group B.
We are just one step away for completing the second of today's draw. So Spain joined Norway, France, Romania and Switzerland in Group A. Croatia will play against Germany, Ukraine, Netherlands and Italy, while Hungary will play in Sweden, Poland, Sweden, Poland, Czechia and Bulgaria. As we had a situation in the women's competition, as I explained also at the beginning, so the Turkey as the host country has the right to choose the group of the preliminary round, and we have already the final decision from the Turkish Handball Federation. Turkey communicated the willingness to be included into Group C. So Turkey joins Hungary, Sweden, Poland, Czechia, Bulgaria, and will be playing in Group C. We can now finish the draw with the remaining two teams from Pot 6, and those are Lithuania and Serbia.
So this is Lithuania. Lithuania goes to Group A. The very last team is Serbia. And the remaining position for Serbia is row number 6 in Group B, which concludes this competition.
Thank you very much. We now have the full picture of who will be playing in each of the groups at the men's 17 EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025 that will be played in Alanya in Turkey this summer. So Spain, Norway, France, Romania, Switzerland and Lithuania have been drawn in Group A. Croatia, Germany, Ukraine, Netherlands, Italy and Serbia in Group B. And finally, Group C consists of the defending champions, Hungary, then Sweden, Poland, Czechia, Bulgaria and Turkey. As I said, this concludes the draw, and since we are halfway there, 2 draws have been concluded. I suggest we start right away with the third one. We continue now with the draws for the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025, and the same procedure will apply as for the YAC events. We will first start with the women's competition, and then men's will follow. So let's see which are the 16 qualified teams for the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025. As before, the qualified teams were divided into pots based on the EHF Beach Handball Nations ranking and the national team results of the last 3 years, and the rankings at the European Beach Handball Championships, both senior and YAC, have been taken into consideration. So Spain, Germany, Netherlands and Poland are placed in pot 1. Denmark, Greece, Hungary and Norway in pot 2. Croatia, France, Poland and Ukraine have found their place in pot 3, and Bulgaria, Slovakia, Sweden and Turkey in pot 4. When it comes to host country, again, same rule will apply. I will again repeat the information in case some of you have just joined us now. So the host country, Turkey, will have a free choice of its preliminary round group within its performance row that it's drawn last, and that means that we will start the draw with pot number 3, followed by pot 2 and 1, and finally pot 4 will be drawn. So let's see who will play who once the competition throws off in Alanya. Ladies and gentlemen, on the stage, I leave the floor to you.
Thank you very much. And as you realized, there is no break at halftime of the draw, so we go into business right away. And as explained, this time the procedure is exactly the same. The only difference to the YAC competition is that we have 4 groups. So we will have group A, B, C, and D. And logically, therefore, we have 4 teams in the red balls and 4 groups to choose in the blue balls, and I think with this we are ready. And we start with the team of France. France goes to Group B. Followed by Croatia. Croatia goes to row number 3 in Group C. Next is the Ukraine. The Ukraine will play in Group D. And the last of the 4 teams is Poland. And for Poland, there is only one group available, which is Group A.
Thank you, Markus, very much. So, as he also said at the beginning, so 4 groups we have, and we already know that Poland will play in Group A, France in Group B, Croatia in Group C, and finally Ukraine in Group D. We will start right away with the draw of the teams from pot 2. And these are Denmark, Greece, Hungary, and Norway. So let's continue with the draw.
And the first team in this pot is Denmark. And for Denmark, it's Group A. We go further with Norway. Norway is assigned to Group A. To Group B. Group B for Norway. Then there is Greece. Greece goes to Group C. And the last team in pot number 2 is Hungary. Hungary goes to Group D.
So 2 teams in each of the groups are now confirmed. Denmark and Poland are waiting for 2 more teams in Group A. Norway and France will play in Group B, Greece and Croatia in Group C, and finally Hungary and Ukraine will meet in Group D. Let's continue with the draw of the teams from pot number 1, and Spain, Germany, Netherlands and Portugal will now find out their opponents.
Spain. Spain goes to row 1 in Group D. Germany. Germany is drawn to Group A. The next team is Portugal. Portugal has 2 groups available, and they will play in Group B. Team number 4 is the Netherlands. The Netherlands go to Group C.
So the reigning champions, Germany, will play in Group A with Denmark and Poland. Portugal, who were at the last EHF Beach Handball Euro 4th, they will play against Norway and France. Then we have Netherlands, the silver medalists from 2023. They will play with Greece and Croatia. And finally, Spain, the bronze medalist from the last tournament, will meet with Ukraine and Hungary. We can now continue with the pot number 4. As we had a situation also in the previous draw, as we have Turkey, the host country in pot number 4, they have a free choice to decide in which group they want to play, and they already decided that Turkey will play in group B. So Turkey will play with Portugal, Norway and France, and we can now see in which of the groups will be drawn the rest of the teams from pot 4, which are Bulgaria, Slovakia and Sweden. Let's continue with the draw.
So it is Bulgaria, first team in pot number 4, apart from Turkey, which was already chosen to Group B. And Bulgaria is drawn to Group A. Sweden. With only 2 spots available for Sweden, they will play in Group C. And to conclude, it is Slovakia. The very last position of the 16 teams in this competition is Slovakia to Group D.
Thank you very much. We have completed the draw for the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025 for the women's competition. So Germany, Denmark, Poland and Bulgaria will play in Group A. Portugal, Norway, France and Turkey will meet also right at the start of the competition in the preliminary round in Group B. Then we have Netherlands, Greece, Croatia and Sweden in Group C. And finally Spain, Hungary, Ukraine and Slovakia in Group D. And as Marcus said, this concludes the draw. And the last one, the last draw of the day is ahead of us. The ones also for the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025. But for the men's competition, the event will take place from 8 to 13 of July, the same date as the women's competition take place. So let's have a look right away at the 16 teams who qualified for the competition. Again, the teams have been placed into 4 pots and were based on the EHF Beach Handball Nations ranking. Of course, same rules applied for the others. The national team results of the last 3 years and rankings at the European Beach Handball Championships for both senior and YAC were taken into consideration. We will again start a draw with pot number 3, followed by pot number 2 and 1, and finally pot number 4 with the host country Turkey will be drawn. So let's move on to the draw to get the final answers for today and reveal the groups for the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025. Ladies and gentlemen on the stage, I leave the floor to you.
So we can start right away with the first team of the men's competition, which is France. France goes to Group C in row number 3. We continue with the Ukraine. Ukraine will play in Group D. Next up is Poland. And for Poland, it's either Group A or B, and it is Group A for Poland. Last but not least, it is Czechia. Czechia goes to Group B.
Thank you very much for concluding this first step of the draw. So we now know that Poland will play in Group A, Czechia will play in Group B, France is drawn in Group C, and Ukraine in Group D. We will continue with the teams from pot number 2, Denmark, Norway, Portugal and Sweden. So let's find out in which of the groups will they play in the preliminary round.
And here we open up with Denmark. And the group for Denmark is Group A. Portugal. And Portugal is drawn to Group B. Sweden. Sweden will go to Group C. And the last team of this pot is Norway. Norway has one position available, which is Group D.
With this, we are halfway there. 4 more teams have found out their destiny. So Denmark will play in Group A together with Poland. Portugal joined Czechia in Group B. Sweden and France are for now the first 2 teams in Group C. And Norway and Ukraine have been drawn in Group D. Pot number 1 consists of Croatia, Spain, Germany and Hungary, and I'm sure that they're eagerly waiting to find out their groups.
The first team here is Spain. Spain takes top position in Group C. Next is Hungary. Hungary is drawn to Group D. Then there is Germany. Germany will play in Group B. Croatia. Croatia has only one group, which has not been drawn yet, and this is Group A for Croatia.
We almost have all the groups completed. We now know that Croatia will play with Denmark and Poland in Group A. The 2023 silver medalist Germany joined Portugal and Czechia in Group B. Spain, Sweden and France make for now the Group C, while the defending champions Hungary will play against Norway and Ukraine in Group D. As we had a situation in the previous three draws, Turkey as the host country, which is one of the teams in pot 4, has the free choice to choose their group. So in which of the 4 groups they want to play once the preliminary round of the EHF Beach Handball Euro 2025 starts. And they actually were just waiting for the final decision from the Turkish Handball Federation, and I have just got the confirmation that Turkey will play in Group B with Germany, Portugal and Czechia. So now Group B is completed, and for the remaining 3 teams, which are Bulgaria, Italy and Malta in pot 4, the remaining 3 groups are available. So let's see in which of the groups will they be drawn.
It's the team of Malta. The group for Malta is Group A. So we have 2 teams left, and here is Italy. Italy will be placed in Group D. And the very last team for today is Bulgaria. And to confirm, Bulgaria goes to the only remaining position, which is in Group C, which concludes not only this competition, but all the 4 competitions.
Thank you very much. As you said, yes, we concluded the last draw of the today's event. So let's summarize once again. Croatia, Denmark, Poland and Malta will play in Group A. Germany, the 2023 silver medalist, will play with Portugal, Czechia and Turkey. Spain will meet with Sweden, France and Bulgaria in the preliminary round, while the defending champions Hungary will meet Norway, Ukraine and Italy. And with this we came to the end of the draw event. Exactly 127 days are left to the start of the show in the sandy courts in Alanya in Turkey. So I would like to invite you all to be with us once the action starts. Excitement and drama is guaranteed, so join the best of beach handball in Europe. That would be it from my side. You can always find all the information on eurohandball.com. Follow us on our social media channels to keep in touch with everything that is happening in European beach handball. And as I said, thank you once again for joining us today. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a very pleasant afternoon.